What's goody, Barons?
On today's episode, we'll celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month.
Check out what Abigail has in store for us.
Get in the loop of what to wear during homecoming week for Spirit.
And get an exclusive view of the Sardakians at homecoming.
I'm Maya Broadwater.
And I'm Piero Vasquez.
And you're watching BCC TV.
Tell us your story about why you wanted to start the ACLU club and what it means to you personally.
So my mom came to this country when she was 18. She got pregnant with me, so she came from Peru to here, and she worked her way up from literally the bottom, the worst job that you could have. She took it. She was raising me while learning to speak English and working at horrible jobs, and now she's extremely successful, and I saw that and I realized that I had to do my part to make sure that she was proud of me. And so I started ACLU because during the 2016 presidential election, I realized that this place that I had called my home for my whole life no longer wanted me to be there and no longer wanted me to call it my home. And I saw how people that I had known for the majority of my life no longer liked me because of my skin color and the language I spoke. And so I also saw how it affected my loved ones and my friends, and I saw how quickly people started dropping out of school and no longer started coming in or talking to certain people because they were afraid. And a lot of them ended up going back to their country because they were afraid that at any moment they were going to get deported. And I realized that I had the ability to use my voice without fear of being deported or being silenced, and I needed to take advantage of that. So I made ACLU to basically be the voice for people who don't have a voice or who can't use them.
So Piero, what's going on in the news this week?
A 7.5 magnitude earthquake struck Indonesia last Friday while also triggering a tsunami on the island of Sulawesi. More than 800 people have been killed and hundreds of more have been injured.
Billionaire Elon Musk has been removed as chairman of Tesla and has been fined $20 million for allegedly misinforming shareholders over his decision on making the company become a private entity.
In BCC News, we would like to congratulate half the student body for actually showing up to school today. We know those half days are a struggle.
The homecoming game and dance are next Friday and Saturday. Can't wait to see the tremendous amount of Barron pride at that game next Friday. Also, I'm ready to see everyone looking sharp at the dance the next day.
Don't forget to buy your tickets, Barons. Tickets are being sold until Thursday the 11th.
Hey, speaking of homecoming, isn't there a Spirit Week next week to get hyped for the game and dance?
Yeah, I'm so excited for the themes next week. How about you?
Honestly, I have no idea what to wear, even what the Spirit Days are.
Well, I think I know someone who could help you out with that. I suggest taking notes.
Hey guys, homecoming is next Saturday, so we always have a Spirit Week up until homecoming. So we're going to show you a few of the Spirit Days so you can have an idea of what you should do. You better be going all out. It's going to be great. Here they are.
Alright Barons, on Monday is Blackout. Class of 19, be sure to be decked out in black. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, show your class spirit and wear all white. Next is Tropical Tuesday. Be sure to come decked out in your Hawaiian shirts and bucket hats. On Wednesday, it's Dig Pink to support breast cancer awareness. Thursday is Jersey Day. Come repping your favorite sports team. And last but not least, Friday is Blue Gold Day. Come decked out in all your blue gold clothes, Barons, and show some school spirit.
Okay, catch me looking super spirited next week. I'm going all out every day.
True. Now, this is the second to last week of Hispanic Heritage Month.
And this week, our lead editor, Camila, has created a video focusing on the anglicization of Hispanic names.
Let's hand it over to Camila.
there's no sweeter sound to a person than the sound of his or her own name.
I, Sonia Sotomayor, do solemnly swear.
I, Sonia Sotomayor, do solemnly swear.
It's Camila Cabello. Yes.
My name, when I started kindergarten, was Ramon. And by the time I was in the 2nd grade, everybody was calling me Raymond. You know, out in the playground, in the classroom, Raymond, hey, Raymond.
Every 26 seconds, a student abandons school. And among those students, Latinos have the highest dropout rate.
Some troubling numbers coming out. It's a new study on education. The high school dropout rate among Latino students is more than 30%.
That's 9% higher than the national average.
Did you know that hearing the sound of your own name activates your brain almost more than any other type of input?
Well, you want to know what I am? I am a Latino living in the United States. My name is 3 words that can't be abbreviated. Yeah, I want you to remember all 3. Yeah, I want you to say them like me. And yeah, remember both of those accent marks, baby. My name is Carlos Andres Gomez.
Isabel Echeverria.
Aranza Lara.
Polito Correz.
Angela Maria Yepes.
Jesse Gomez.
Ronaldo Caceres.
Joel Beltran.
Paloma Delgado.
Ricardo Zelaya.
Dora Castellone.
Piero Vasquez.
My whole life, I've been Joel. I just got used to it.
Obviously, like, I love my last name and I love where I'm from, but then it's like, oh, like, where are you from? Like, where are you born?
I don't feel any way about it, but my family gets really mad when I say, like, Jessie, because they're like, that's not the name we gave you. It's Jessica.
So my mom always gets, like, mad at me when I say my name, like, the American way, which is Aranza, because she thinks I'm, like, Americanizing it, and she thinks I should keep my Mexican identity.
For people who weren't born here, I definitely think it's a sign of respect to just pronounce their names correctly.
My mom, she's tried to teach me about her Mexican culture and stuff, but like it's a little bit saddening because she feels as if she's not either Mexican or American anymore. Like the lines are kind of blurred for her.
Growing up, my family really just spoke English to me. My Spanish name never came to me.
I grew up with an English-speaking dad and a Spanish-speaking mom, and so just no one ever taught me how to roll my R's.
The reason I find that particularly offensive is not in the first time that you mispronounce my name, or even the second time that you mispronounce my name. It's the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, where I realize that it is no longer important to you to learn my name, and that's where it hurts.
It should matter because it's part of your identity, and the pronunciation, like, adds to that.
Y si nosotros no comenzamos a normalizar la pronunciación correcta de nuestros nombres, nadie más lo va a hacer.
Piero Vasquez.
Dora Castellón.
Ricardo Zelaya.
Paloma Delgado.
Joel Beltran.
Ronaldo Caceres.
Jessica Karina Gomez.
Angela Maria Yepes.
Polito Correa.
Aranza Lara.
Isabel Echeverria.
Thanks for that, Camilo.
Serious question.
Ask away.
What's the difference between a frog and a toad?
I honestly couldn't tell you, but let's head over to Abigail to find out.
You know those animals that are like literally the same exact thing, but scientists decide to classify them as different species because scientists are the worst? Yeah, like frogs and toads, alligators and crocodiles, chimpanzees in the social studies department, you know, that kind of stuff. So here goes a list of the kind of sort of maybe differences between animals that are basically the same thing, but with a few small differences. First, alligators and crocodiles, the scariest things you can find in a sewer besides Pennywise. I'll leave now. Generally speaking, alligators are significantly more chill than crocs. From 1928 to 2009, there were only 24 reported alligator deaths in the US, while there are thousands of croc-related deaths per year. But it isn't just their mannerisms that separate them from those sneaky Nile reptiles. Alligators generally have wider, more U-shaped snouts, while crocs have very triangular Illuminati-confirmed faces. Additionally, the fourth bottom tooth in a crocodile's mouth curves up above their upper lip, which kind of makes them look like they're smirking as they devour your body like the terrifying water demons they are. The second on the list of animals that are kind of the same thing, but not really, are toads and frogs. Frogs have long legs and smooth skin covered in mucus, while toads have shorter legs and rougher skin, making them less adept at jumping far distances, something frogs are known for. Also, frogs tend to live near water while toads do not. Toads lay their eggs in lines while frogs lay theirs in clusters. Frog eyes are near the top of their head while toad eyes are normal. And I don't have a good transition, so ravens and crows! The easiest ways to tell them apart is simply by their size. Ravens are slightly bigger than crows and often travel in pairs, while crows tend to travel in groups. Side note, a group of crows is... What am I saying? Side note, a group of crows is called a murder. Not really relevant, but pretty cool nonetheless. Moving on, a raven's middle tail feather is slightly longer than the others, so when they're flying, their tails kind of look more triangular, while crows have more fan-shaped tails. Anyway, another way that you can tell the difference between a crow and a raven is that when they aren't flying, crows tend to walk like this. Ravens walk like this. Okay, now that I've proceeded to embarrass myself for the umpteenth time at this school, I think it's enough education for today. Back to you, Maya and Piero.
Thanks for that, Abigail.
It's been an exciting week of sports, Barons. Let's pass it over to Jeremiah to see what's happening.
Hey Barons, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm also Jeremiah.
To start off, girls field hockey got the 2-0 dub last week against Wooten, now having the official winning record of 3-2.
Last Friday night, Barons football took an L, falling to Churchill 62-7, but come out to the game tonight, where the football team is looking to pick up their second win of the season.
Speaking of wins, girls volleyball beat Rockville Wednesday night, winning 3-0 in sets, bumping their record to now 6-0 this season. Let's keep that winning record, girls.
Guys soccer lost a hard-fought game against Churchill Wednesday night 3-0, but you all got to come out to the Friday game against Springbrook at 6, and especially the game versus Whitman at 7 at Gaithersburg High School.
Also, girls soccer had a hard-fought game against Churchill Wednesday night, losing 2-1. Let's get them next time, girls.
Also, boys and girls cross country won their meet at Candy Cane against RM on Tuesday.
BCC Golf won districts, scoring 310. Congrats to Nick R., Rebecca S., Kesh K., and Beck U., who will play in states on October 22nd and 24th.
Well, that's all for sports this week, Barons. Back to you, Maya and Piero.
Thanks for that, Jeremiah.
Well, that's all for this episode, Barons. Check back in next week for more news, updates, and humor.
Keep those standards high, BCC.
And keep the last-minute buying of FOCO tickets low.
I'm Maya Broadwater.
And I'm Piero Vasquez.
And we're signing off.
And that's all for this week, parents.